Who you think's gonna win?
Who is this?
Teo and Shakur. They're fighting next month at Barclays. I'm be there. You'll be there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I get to see your live reaction when I take your money.
What up with it, baby? Hey, tell them what you told me. What I tell you? What you doing it for? Oh, promotion, man. All right. So I ain't gotta hey, but we should spar. I ain't gotta up. We should spar. Come on, I want to spar with you though. All right, how about that? We clap it up? All right, bet. We out there. Then bring the hook up. Here.
Terence Crawford has even wagered $10,000 on Shakur Stevenson defeating Teofimo Lopez, and that is an indication of how confident he is regarding this fight. In the eyes of Crawford, this is not a random choice or a friendly gesture.
Bro, walking away with that. You gonna see.
Nah, Shakur is not to be with, but Teo's good.
Teo's good for what he do, but he's getting washed.
Nah, come on.
He's getting washed. And I don't even
bet. You think Shakur's winning?
Hey, look. That's how confident I am.
Crawford really thinks that Shakur is going to win, and he has bet that money with real money. Crawford went a step further and mentioned that not only would he bet on Shakur, but would be willing to lay his hands on Teofimo himself in case that was the time. The comment was half in confidence and half in fire, but it demonstrated how loyal Shakur is to him.
Who do you got between Teo and
Come on, man, don't even ask me that question.
Teo.
You crazy.
For real? What, you want to bet?
Yeah.
Shit, how much did you get paid for that? You just got paid a lot of money for that fight, bro.
That's my little brother, man. We gonna ride today.
I think Teo's gonna win that fight.
You crazy.
Let's bet 10K on it.
Bet.
Great.
Shakur Stevenson has been highly praised by Crawford. He has repeatedly made it known that he is one of the most thorough fighters of the new generation. Crawford sees a lot of his own in the style of Shakur, including defense to timing, ring IQ to discipline, and many others. Crawford, as a person who made a career out of being a talented, patient, and intelligent aggressor, therefore, can relate to the Stevenson fighting style. In his position, Shakur happens to not only be talented, but he is also special.
When I'm in there with Shakur, you know, it's just chess match, you know, because Shakur is a thinking man as well. So it's definitely a chess match.
Hold him. Keep boxing.
Does anybody know where Bo is?
Is he in the locker room? I was. I'm like that.
The fact that Crawford supported him even further is that he does not just talk about it, but he does. Crawford has been spending actual time with Shakur over the years in the gym. They have fought each other, trained next to each other, and gone through rounds that only those with a high level of expertise in fighting know. Crawford has assisted Shakur in tightening his timing, choice of shots, and being relaxed under pressure. Crawford, in a way, has been a silent mentor who has assisted Stevenson in getting ready for such big occasions as this one against Teofimo Lopez.
Just straight, boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam, that's when the trying to run out. When the trying to run, there you go. Straight. Jab. Jab. Hook left.
The boxing world knows that Shakur Stevenson and Terence Crawford have shared a brotherly bond built inside the gym, where respect came through hard work and honesty. Crawford had once openly joked about beating Shakur during sparring, not to embarrass him, but to push him forward. That moment reflected their relationship.
I don't know what it is, but every time I get around this dude, I gotta whoop his ass. You alright? You alright? You don't like losing. I love that about him.
In the mind of Crawford, it is not about matching power with power to prepare Shakur. It is concerning discipline, control, and dismantling a rival's psyche-wise. According to Crawford, Teofimo is a chaos player who enjoys working on emotion, and Shakur is a structure and control player. At the gym, Crawford has trained Shakur not to be in a rush to engage in irrelevant conversations and to miss Teofimo first. That is the secret of winning this fight, according to Crawford.
That's something that, you know, I love, he loves, because now we gotta be creative. We got to go in that bag and be like, man, I can't do this with him because it's not going to work. Now I got to get more creative to get a little advantage over him because we both competitive. Neither one of us want to let the other one get anything off.
Shakur Stevenson had an interview in the past regarding his sparring sessions with Terence Crawford, as he was speculating about the degree of unpredictability that Crawford introduced in the gym. He told him that since he shared rounds with such a versatile man, he was always forced to be on his toes. Shakur clarified that the work was competitive. Both warriors had good moments, and the atmosphere was favorable. It emphasized respect for each other and a real pleasure in pushing each other to be better.
What is that like? I mean, fighting Terence Crawford, sparring Terence Crawford. You know, this guy's a beast.
He can do anything, and you never know what to expect when you go in the ring with Bud.
Have you ever got the best of him in sparring?
I don't speak on that. I mean, like I have good days. He had good days, and honestly, I appreciate him for pushing me to the level that I am at now.
Teofimo Lopez, on the other hand, has never lacked in calling people out. Shakur is no longer a target that Teofimo has not publicly stated. Now, it is Terence Crawford as a future target. That alone speaks volumes about Teofimo and his mind games. Teofimo knows Crawford and what he is in the sport. However, in the meantime, Crawford is aware that the limelight is on Shakur and Teofimo, and that battle must be won first.
I look at it like this. I may get something out of it, but Crawford sent out one of his little guys to come and finish the job, and I think that's not gonna work. You know, I'm still gonna be here, and if he's still gonna be in boxing, I would love to face him right after. He is the guy. He is the man of boxing, and I think if he could go up 3 weight divisions to fight Canelo Alvarez, why can't Teofimo go up 2 weight classes or 3 to face Terence Crawford?
At this moment, the entire conversation about boxing is dominated by Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. The two warriors are in training, and sharpening their weapons. Reports, videos of their camps are serious with a high level of concentration. No playing about on either side. According to Crawford, this is precisely the way a big fight ought to appear. Two professional warriors who are training with a mission in mind, aware of what they are about. Their training camps provided a contrast between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez as the fight grew closer. The training was based on accuracy and control by Shakur. Each of the sessions was aimed at polishing his basics. He practiced on his jab, footwork, and distance management because he knew that timing and patience would be his greatest weapons. His sparring sessions were designed to test his self-control in times of stress and his ability to remain composed as he reduced his opponent to rags or pieces. The mindset of Shakur was reflected in the camp in terms of smartness, moderation, and the long-term domination of the fight. Teofimo Lopez, conversely, was a fighter who trained with bare-handed strength and physical advantage. His sessions were based on strength, explosiveness, and forward pressure. Lopez concentrated on the ring cutoff, rapid combination, and high pace.
You gotta look at it. Our forearms are shields. You know, like in gladiator times, right? They had the shield. Yeah. And you had the spear. So that makes sense. Yeah, you could do that.
Oh, yeah, and that 3 over the top.
Over the top.
The concept of conditioning was significant in his camp because he stretched himself to remain dangerous from the very beginning of the bell to the last round. His training was aggressive in nature, and it was composed of making errors and overwhelming his opponent. Shakur Stevenson addressed the comments coming from his opponent while responding to the growing talk around his size and speed. He explained that the remarks showed a clear misunderstanding of his abilities and mindset. Shakur suggested that being doubted had always motivated him, and he viewed the criticism as fuel rather than disrespect. He said, "I think my opponent is underestimating me because he said that I'm a slow one. He thinks that I'm too small." Also, Shakur didn't stop on Terence Crawford. He has been recently working out together with Keyshawn Davis, which can be a significant advantage to him before his fight with Teofimo Lopez. Davis, who has been training and acquainted with Teofimo over the years, offers an insight that is valuable in regards to Lopez and his style, habits, and tendencies. His collaboration with a person who knows his opponent will help Stevenson prepare more strategically and perfect his timing and avoid possible attacks.
Somebody know you already know what time it is. Teofimo, boy. Show who you is, man. They want to stop Teo. We going for the stoppage. We ain't playing with him. Jersey, Brick, City, in the mouth, man. Superstar status at this. Superstar, boy. Get ready, boy. Superstar.
Keyshawn Davis also stated that he is aware of the style of Teofimo and that he can offer valuable advice to Shakur. He stated that Lopez is an intelligent fighter who is fully aware of the opponent he is going against, and this points out the magnitude of the challenge that Stevenson will be facing. The contribution made by Davis would help Shakur in predicting the strategies that Teofimo will use and sharpen his own strategy for the big fight.
I had talked about this before it was actually official, and I'm like, cool. You know this nigga can fight, right? Cool, like, nah, bro, I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we all excited about the fight, bro. Like, we all know what's at stake. Like, we've been knowing Teofimo since we was 12 or 13 years old in amateurs, bro. Like, we all been winning nationals together. Now we're pro having to fight each other, so Teo know who he fighting.
Also, Teofimo Lopez has been quite vocal in refuting the story behind the rise of Shakur Stevenson to undermine the idea that Stevenson has an advantage because of the relationship he shares with Crawford and other elite boxers. Lopez hinted that not all of the accolades surrounding Stevenson were hype rather than ability, and he hinted that Stevenson and other people around him were fantasizing about things that would not materialize.
Did you hear Terence Crawford and Shakur?
Those guys, they both suck each other's,
All right, so I was just thinking,
I was hearing them cheerleading Barboza.
oh, man.
By the 7th, 8th round, they still quiet though.
He speculated that the support of Crawford would make a difference in their struggle, considering that boxers gain respect for what they accomplish in the ring and not the coach they train with. Lopez clarified that he considers himself the heavyweight at 140 pounds and retaliated against any implication that Stevenson had friends and a style that makes him invincible.
What they scared of? Losing to a Latino? They scared of. Come in. What happened?
Listen, man, I told Terence Crawford I seen them legs, they already done. But, and I'm happy for the guy, because he's getting a good paycheck, and he's up his weight. But he's never going to fight a real chat, you know what I'm saying? Like my son. I mean, that Canelo fight is ridiculous.
Teofimo Lopez then revealed a fact about Shakur Stevenson, saying that Shakur Stevenson is afraid of his punching power. Lopez has commented on his opposition, where Stevenson comes out as one who is hesitant to confront the heavy hitters and is cautious when deciding to confront them. It was not a rhetoric of physical strength, as Lopez employed this in his psychological game of attempting to get into the head of Stevenson and have an advantage by the time a fight was scheduled.
You know, Shakur is a very talented, skillful, technique fighter.
Yeah.
You know, can't take anything away from it. However, scared to get hit. Scared to get knocked out in front of the world. Scared to get touched up in front of the world.
Are you saying that off of the last fight or just
in general?
In general.
In general.
The hype surrounding this fight is ever increasing with every week. The audience is discussing fashions, choosing sides, and analysis of all possible outcomes. This is a type of fight that boxing requires. It is constructed not merely of hype, but of actual ability, actual danger, and actual cost. The momentum of someone will increase, and the will of someone will be struck a severe blow. Roy Jones Jr., who is among some of the most respected boxing legends, gave a very clear plan on how he believes Teofimo Lopez could beat Shakur Stevenson. Jones indicated that in case Lopez wishes to win, he cannot fight cautiously or attempt to keep up with the rhythm of Stevenson at a distance. Rather, he feels Lopez should be ready to make calculated risks, combinations with a cause, and be aggressive. Jones believes that the best strength of Stevenson is his technical ability, motivation, and defensive acumen. By boxing with smartness, Lopez would be exposed to being outpaced and sliced by Shakur with his his speed and accuracy.
Stylistically, man, how does Shakur beat Teo and vice versa? Stylistically, how does Teo beat Shakur?
Stylistically, Teo got to go in and go for broke. He got to go gamble. He got to take some, get some, and that's his only way to win. If he stays outside and boxes, Shakur gonna pick him apart. Shakur's a polished boxer, some of the best feet in the game right now, and he's a defensive-minded fighter, which is very smart. It's hard to hit him. He makes you gamble to hit him, and he's gonna be a tough one to deal with. But if Teofimo is willing to gamble to beat him, then Teofimo can definitely make it a really good fight.
It's not just Teofimo Lopez who recognizes the challenge ahead. Many fighters and boxing professionals are openly backing Shakur Stevenson, showing strong confidence in his abilities. From trainers to former champions, insiders praise Stevenson's technical skill, speed, and ring intelligence, often pointing out that his discipline and adaptability give him a clear edge. This broad support highlights how respected he is within the boxing community. Bozzy Ennis discussed the skills of Shakur Stevenson, which Stevenson has a lot of punching power coupled with great speed. Ennis emphasized that usually the most threatening punches are those that a fighter does not see coming, and Shakur has this type of unpredictability. Though he acknowledges that Teofimo Lopez is a good and capable fighter, Ennis claimed that the technical mastery, speed, and intelligence of Stevenson in the ring made him a notch higher.
Yeah, I think Shakur can punch. You know what I mean? I think he can punch. It's just like I said, speed is, to me, speed is power. You know, not them guys, muscle-bound guys come in and they tell me, oh, he can punch and all that. Like I just got finished saying, like you just got finished saying, matter of fact, the punch that you don't see knocks him out. And they always say, man, I didn't see that punch coming. That's the one you worry about. I mean, then you got to look at this. Shakur, he got speed. He got speed. He a technician, man. He know what he doing, man. I can't take nothing away from Teo. Teo's a good fighter too. You know what I mean? He's a good fighter. But I think Shakur is way above him.
He described the battle as the initial move might be tactful and thoughtful repeatedly until Stevenson initiates control and starts picking Lopez apart in a consistent manner. Although Stevenson is capable of dominating, Lopez is a very athletic fighter who can box and punch well, so the fight is not that easy.
I think it's going to be a technical fight in the beginning. And then I think later on, Shakur will pick him apart, man. He's gonna pick them apart. And I gotta tell everybody that Whichcomb is real athletic too. Teofimo. So I mean, I don't think it's gonna be an easy fight. You know what I mean? People think, a lot of people say it's gonna be easy and all that. Nah. Teofimo can punch and he can box. And like I said, he's real athletic, so you know what I mean?
According to Ennis Bozzy, Ennis also offered his view on the way the fight might go, and it would be a decision and not a knockout. He described that a lot of it would likely revolve around the way the fighters treat one another in the ring. When either fighter loses his temper and walks into deep waters, the contest might end in a short time, but in case the two fighters are disciplined, then the battle would probably take its course.
I'm looking at a decision, not a stoppage. But then all according how Teo come in. If Teo come at him, he's gonna run into some shots. It might be over.
Meanwhile, the old trainer, Abel Sanchez, has had more than his share of success coaching Gennady Golovkin. Sanchez reasoned that instead of choosing an apparent winner in the fight between Lopez and Stevenson, that he watched both men at their best moments during the fight. In his opinion, the fight may be competitive in case Teofimo takes the initiative and pushes to action.
Shakur's a great talent, and Teofimo looked great in his last fight. Of course, he didn't have Shakur in front of him, but I think that for Shakur, he has to keep the fight at his distance. If he does that, I think it's a win for him. Teofimo, he's more, he wants to draw you and he wants to counter punch. He's gonna have to be a different guy this time. He's gonna have to attack. He's gonna have to be leading the fight, or else it's gonna be a boring fight.
Similarly, the ability and agility of Stevenson could enable him to be in control in some instances. Due to that balance, Sanchez predicted that there would be a draw, a call in a very high-profile fight, the two men swapping rounds, and providing the type of action that the fans are hoping to witness. His opinion is significant in that the majority of pundits tend to be biased towards a decisive outcome of this conflict of opposing styles.
I don't think it'll be a boring fight, but if he sits back and waits for Shakur's going to wait for him, then it's not going to be exciting. But I think Teofimo will attack. I think Teofimo has to attack. I think Teofimo has to do what Zepeda did, except for Teofimo's a lot more talented than Zepeda was. So I think that, honestly, I see a draw. I don't know why I see a draw, but I just see them both having great rounds and giving us the kind of fight that I think the public is looking for.
With the number of days to fight night dwindling, everyone has their eyes fixed on how these plans will turn out in the ring. Will Teofimo be aggressive enough to counter the technical mastery of Shakur, or would Stevenson prove that precision and timing are always the best? Nothing is sure. However, this confrontation deserves drama, skill, and memorable moments. Who is your pick as the fighter that will set the pace and be the winner when the bell sounds? You can't afford to miss a single second of the action. Use that subscribe button, switch on the notifications, and be with us to have all the action of the show, the highlights, and the professional breakdowns as the fight commences.